I destroyed my life chasing a fantasy, and it cost me everything real. I almost lost everything by chasing a fantasy. Twice. I hurt the people closest to me, fell for illusions, and destroyed what really mattered. All because I couldn't see what was right in front of me. I've been married twice. My first marriage ended because I was too young and selfish to understand what commitment really meant. I cheated often, thinking I could have it all, marriage and excitement on the side. I hurt someone who didn't deserve it, and by the time I realized the damage I'd done, it was too late. But even after the divorce, I hadn't changed. I jumped into a second marriage, convinced it would be different. Convinced I'd be different. But old habits die hard. I started pulling away from my wife, chasing excitement elsewhere, and falling back into old patterns. I traveled a lot for work, and I was reckless, sleeping around on almost every business trip, thinking I could keep everything separate. Then came someone else. She seemed to have everything my wife didn't. Kid-free, never married, living the carefree, exciting life I thought I wanted. I convinced myself that leaving my wife for her would make me happy. So, I did. I left my wife for her, believing I had finally found what I was missing. But once I made that leap, the reality of who she was hit me hard. Turns out, she lived a very dark life. She had been sued for fraud, had a DUI and a suspended driver's license, and had an affair with another married man before me. The professional connections she bragged about? Non-existent. In fact, she had no real friends and was known as a homewrecker because our affair became public on social media. The illusion I had fallen for? Completely fake. I had destroyed my marriage for someone who wasn't even close to the person I thought she was. The affair being made public through social media made everything worse. Suddenly, everyone knew. The fallout wasn't just in my personal life, it was everywhere. People saw me differently, and I had to deal with that shame on top of everything else. Despite it all, my wife and I never officially divorced. We had kids together, and every time I visited, we'd reconnect, sometimes even physically. It was messy and painful, but deep down, I don't think either of us ever truly let go. Eventually, I came clean. I told her the truth, that I wanted to make things right and do it properly this time. I didn't deserve her forgiveness, but she gave me another chance, on her terms. We started counseling together. And let me tell you, counseling isn't a quick fix. It's brutal. You can't hide behind lies in that room. You have to face everything, the raw truth about who you've become. The hardest part wasn't admitting what I had done, it was hearing the truth from her. Hearing how deeply I had hurt her and facing the reality of the damage I'd caused. That's the part that sticks with me. The wounds don't heal overnight, and the process is slow. So slow that even now, I know I'm still working to earn back the trust I shattered. We started going on date nights again, being more present for each other, trying to build new memories. What I learned is that fixing a relationship isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing up every day, in the small moments, even when it feels fragile. Even when it's hard. I've stopped chasing fantasies. The relief of no longer living a double life is something I didn't expect, but the scars I left behind won't ever fully heal. I've learned that chasing illusions costs you everything real, and I'm living with those choices. I'm not looking for advice or sympathy. I just needed to get this off my chest. Maybe some of you have been in the same place, chasing something temporary at the expense of what's real. I learned too late what it truly costs. Thank you for letting me share this. It's been a long time coming. Like and subscribe for more, and until next video, bye.